Hello, it's Chaplin73 here. Welcome back. We've got another interview today with an artist from London called Apparan. Hello, Apparan.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I will just start off with a question then. Who are you? Tell us who you are, what you do, and where you're based.
Well, I'm Apparan. I'm a street artist. I'm based in London, but I'm from the Canary Islands.
Mm-hmm.
I like painting using different media like oils, or I like using watercolors. Sometimes I do installations or use spray paints in my paintings as well. But I think what I like the most is painting murals. And not only because painting large is really challenging and is very exciting, but also I think what I enjoy the most is painting in paint jams with other people and other artists and just changing things. And I'm quite like, collaborative work and working with other people. So that's what I like and doing at the moment. I also curate, I'm a curator in Art House Project, a co-founder as well. And I'm a teacher too. So
Fabulous.
Many things.
Fabulous. Lots to cover there then. So tell me a bit more about the Art House project and how it came about, what it is, what it does.
Well, Art House Project was founded about 4 years ago, and I started to show my work in in the social media, and this girl contacted me, and she was from the Canary Islands, and she was sort of kind of moving to Bristol. And she said, "Oh, do you want to be part of my collective back in the Canary Islands?" And I say, "Yes, why not? Do you want to show your work?" Oh, yes. So I did some projects there with them. And then she said, "Oh, why don't we do something here?" Because she felt that organizing things in the distance was very hard. And it wasn't really a thing that I wanted to do, but then I said, okay, why not? We are together, Grise Malayerba is her name. And so we organized a show called Woman in Bristol at the Hamilton House. And we took like about a year to organize it because we didn't really know how to do these kind of things, and we wanted to apply for funding, and we wanted to do a lot of things, and also it was very hard to organize because the topic, I found that a lot of female artists didn't want to be associated with the topic of women and women's struggles and problems, and because they found it too like, oh, I don't want to be labeled as a feminist artist. So back then it was a sort of issue. But then we got the artists and we were about to launch our show, and then Trump came. And Trump made those comments of like about women, and really, really bad comments. And he was about to come to England, and people went in the streets and did all of these demonstrations about women, like supporting women and the issues. And so our show was successful in the end, and a lot of shows came up like showing work related to women and empowerment, etc. And I thought, okay, we weren't that wrong anyway. And so it was a very good show. And then we did another one. It was called Love is Red the following year. But we found that in my case, organizing things in Bristol, it was a little bit hard because sometimes, like there's no transport, or it was snowing, I couldn't go there. We wanted to do a paint jam, but we can't. Things like that it was quite hard. And also because many of the artists that we started to, be around with, they were from London. And so I said, and I suggested, oh, well, let's do something here in London. And so we did, and we did shows at the Hive and we have done shows in different venues around London, always venues where we don't really have to spend a lot of money, or affordable places that supported us. And that's what Art House Project is about. It's about the support. It's about doing things together, not spending a lot of money or paying these crazy fees, like gallery fees, because the Hamilton House was very affordable place. However, here in London it's really crazy.
Yeah.
And so that's what we try to do, to find venues that that we can sort of dynamize in that sense. And so we've been doing a lot of shows in Number 90 Bar, for example, in Hackney. We've been doing different venues that belong to this group as well, at Cargo, different bars and places with large spaces where they can have like pop-ups with music, really fun for the community of upcoming artists, urban artists, always very edgy work, but fun, So that's what we've been doing as a way of supporting the artists, showcasing the work and doing things together. So yeah, that's what
I'm sure that's been quite difficult over the last 12 months though.
Yes, so we had a whole program of shows, physical shows planned, like about 6 shows during the year, because we are very prolific. We have organized like dozens of them, and so we had to cancel all of them. So after February, the one that we did in February, street art animals and other creatures, and that was really good. But then we had to close down and move everything online. So we have been doing mostly shows online. And I think they've been quite successful in the sense that now we can show work by artists that they are far away or they are from different countries. And it's a way of sort of extending the community, not only here in London or Bristol, London, as we were at the beginning, but extending a little bit more. And I think it's very fun.
Yeah, I think there have been some opportunities to look at the way that we work and the way that we present art over the last 12 months that have sort of like, it's made us think differently. It's made people think differently, which is a good thing in some ways, and it's created opportunities as well as, it's quite disappointing that you can't go to a paint jam and be with other people and paint on walls, but it's also opened up other opportunities, if you know what I mean.
We managed to organize a paint jam last year, like right at the end of I think it was first lockdown or second lockdown, but that was that, and I'm very lucky that we actually got some sponsors, and they help us with the paint. So all of that was funded by Great Art, and so that was kind of like the last funding that we had. And so we spent it in doing a massive paint jam and getting all the artists together. And that was the last time that we got really physically together. We did some sessions like Zoom like this, doing live painting, especially at the beginning when we were really feeling anxious about our careers. And I think that's mostly what we've been doing: live painting, doing online shows, chats in Instagram as well. The artists really love doing that, and talking about the work, talking about the shows, and it's very, very exciting, I think.
Yeah, I think it has been it's been an interesting last 12 months, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of stretched us, but in different directions, if you know what I mean. Obviously, this whole interview thing that I do has come about as part of the fact that I can't get out and chat with artists. So I just thought I'd have a chat with you on Zoom and record it and upload it for other people to see. And hopefully people will enjoy it, and people have responded really well to it, which has been great. So I'm going to continue it, regardless of whether we're in lockdown or not. But yeah, I think it has made us look at the way that we work. So what would you say with your art, going back to your actual artistic practice rather than your organising projects side of what you do, who would you, or who or what would you say has influenced your art or your artistic style?
I like all sort of art. I like classic art, contemporary art, abstract, symbolic, Dadaist art. I like all sort of art. I think classic art has influenced my work in the sense that because I'm into the human figure. I studied life drawing in Hackney College, and all of that things about like the human, the features, the organs. I think they're very present in my work. But like with a little bit of different connotation, because it's not really classic what I do. I also like art like contemporary, colorful, abstract art very much. And but also I think when I was little, my dad used to work with an artist, and I think he was the one who perhaps influenced me in the sense that because he was always painting and drawing. He was an architect. He was very polyphacetic. He could do a lot of things, and that's why I like doing different things as well, like installations and things like that. So I go and work, and I go and cut the wood, and I go because that's what I was used to when I was little. So we were hanging around with him, and he used to draw for us, and we gave him our drawings, like all these kind of things. So I think that was an influence as well. And then when I came to London 14 years ago, I started to see the work by Banksy, and my first work were stencils, because I couldn't do freehand, but I wanted to, because I love street art so much, and I was really, really big fan, and I wanted to do things in the street as well. So my first work were stencil work. And then I move on to freehand more because stencil is really, really hard. You have to do a lot of preparation before really doing the final piece. And sometimes you can recycle the stencils, you can reproduce it, but most of the times they get ruined. You have to really protect them very well. Sometimes you don't have time to plan beforehand. And so little by little start to move on freehand, but I love stencils. And I think maybe Banksy would be one of the ones that, they were there like influencing. I went to Disneyland as well, so I'm quite a big fan.
I went along there as well, and I saw the Banksy one at the Bristol Museum as well, which was amazing.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yes.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was worth queuing for 2.5 hours to get in.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was.
I was very lucky in Disneyland. I got those discounted tickets, the ones that they were £5. So I was one of the ones that got them. I was like, oh wow. So I've got this feeling like, oh, what a bargain, and I didn't really have to queue up that much, so it was really good.
No, I was lucky with Disneyland. I didn't have to queue as long as I did at Bristol Museum, but Bristol Museum was quite a queue. It was quite a queue.
Yes.
But yeah, it was good. It was really, really good. So moving on, the next question is a question that I love asking people is, if you could spend 24 hours with an artist, and it doesn't matter whether they're alive now or whether they were around in the past, and any artist, who would you choose and what would you choose to do?
I don't know. I'm divided. I would go
People
partying.
are.
Yeah, I would go partying with Okuda, for example. He seems to be very fun. I love his work, very colorful, geometrical, but I always follow his stories because he seems to be so fun. And I would go to Ibiza with him and would party there. I don't know. He seems very fun, and but also we spend some time with maybe Van Gogh. because I like impressionist artists, even
Yeah.
though my work is not really, you know, impressionist or anything. Maybe surrealist, but not really impressionist. But yeah, maybe I would spend some time with him to try to understand what, you know, like, because I think he perhaps suffer a lot from being rejected.
Hmm.
Maybe I would cheer him up a little bit. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, all artists. We
Yeah.
spend some time with them. They're
Yeah.
really interested. Yeah,
It's usually very difficult for people to just choose one.
exactly. They're very interesting. Artists are interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would struggle to answer that question myself, to be honest.
Yes.
So, moving on to the final question that I've got here, have you got any plans for the future, or any current or future projects that you could share with us, that you'd like to talk about and tell us a bit more about?
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult because of these times. You can't really plan,
Hmm.
and so we started yesterday. We launched an online show called Shake It,
Hmm.
um, and it's a kind of tribute to Spray Can. It's the spray can that we all love so much. We want to start using it again, to go more in the streets. Now, because of the weather and also because of all of these restrictions, we can really go out and paint as freely. I
Hmm.
know, like, some artists, when they go to Leek Street, for example, well, they've been, you know, encouraged to kind of like move on, go away, go home, and so yes. So we opened this show, and we've been doing. So yesterday we did an Instagram chat with the artists, and we managed to speak with 6 artists from all around the world, which was really exciting. And on Saturday, we are going to be doing a chat with Dicky Does Drawing, because he has a whole collection of 500 spray cans, all customized. And
Right.
we wanted to have a look, because many of them are customized by street artists from mostly London. And he's actually the one who got me into customizing spray cans. And after that, the other day, I was thinking that, well, I passed one of the food centers around my area, and it was snowing, and there was a massive queue
Hmm.
going all around the building, and it was very sad to see. And so I've got this sort of, it's a sort of commission, it's a charity commission of decorate painting all the outside of a food center.
Hmm.
And so I'm going to try to do that. I'm trying to find the paint to do that. And at the beginning it was a wall, but then we got excited and we want to paint the whole building. And so probably I'm going to be painting that. And but I was thinking, like, my next commission is going to be most probably donated to them, and to fund the work, because it's actually, now they are overloaded. There's a lot of people who need help, and I think if anyone can help, please do, because more than ever, the queues are really massive. There
Hmm.
are students there, there are parents that they lost their jobs, lots of them, and they're really struggling. Many of them, in the first lockdown, they used to get food from the schools. Now they're not getting them anymore. um, so yes, that's, I think, where I'm going to be focusing all of these few months.
Yeah, it's quite a tragic point in time that we're at, really. We're a very wealthy country, but there's a massive amount of people who have been plunged into poverty due to the last 12 months, which is a very serious issue and does need to be addressed. And I think artists will have a part to play in that, in raising awareness, or helping in any way that they can. So yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I
I've
wish you
been
the best of
always,
luck with it.
yes, I've been, I mean, I know that sometimes people that come to artists and they say, oh yes, donate your work and do this and do that, all for free and everything. And it's very annoying because artists, they need to make their living. And I know it's a very controversial topic here, but just if you can, if you want, you know, you don't have to say or advertise, I'm telling you, but you know, but yeah, just helping a little bit is also good. I mean, if you can.
Yeah, I mean, you get something out of that for yourself as well, which is good. I mean, which is why I started doing free art. You know, the Free Art Friday things.
Exactly. Yes, I've
you
seen
know,
that.
I do some art and I give it away, and people find it, and it puts a smile on their face, and that makes me feel good and makes them feel good, and you know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's how charity should be. But there shouldn't be an expectation for artists to give for free, because artists have still got to pay their bills and, you know, put meals on their tables or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, well, it's been lovely talking to you. Is there anything else you wanted to add that you've thought of while we've been talking that you thought, oh, I must mention that?
No, I just wanted to mention, like, yeah, follow us in Arthouse Project London. Follow us in, you know, in our web. We've got these online shows. Probably we'll be doing some more online shows. Even if we come back to normality and we do physical shows, but we also want to do some online shows because of the community that we are kind of like building. From all around, with artists from all around the world. I would really love that. And also you can follow me in my handles in Apparan or in my webpage, which is actually myname.com. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you can send me some links over, that'd be great, and I will attach them to under the video when it's uploaded on YouTube, so that people can just click on there and go straight to whatever they want to go and have a look at. Exactly. It's been lovely talking to you. I'm glad we've finally caught up, and it's been great hearing about what you're up to and what you've got planned in the upcoming months. Thank you very much for taking some time today and spending it with me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No worries. And if you like what you've heard today and what you've seen here today, then please hit subscribe below. I will be interviewing many more artists over the coming months. So yeah, just hit subscribe and then you'll get notified when I create new content, and you'll be able to see the interviews. Thank you very much for spending the time with me today. Thank you.